So I've been meaning to make this video for a long time now, and I kind of just been procrastinating and putting it off. But recently I have taken it upon myself to try and super train all 716 of my Pokemon. So I felt like now was the time. Now is the time to finally put this video out. So finally, without any further ado, this is my top 10 Kalos Pokemon.
Number 10.
Avalugg. I really love Avalugg. He's like a four-legged bear. He's like an odd version of Beartic, which is why I love him. Easily in my top 3 ice types.
Number 9.
Slurpuff. I know a lot of people seem to have a problem with this derpy design, but for me that makes him all the more adorable. It makes me want to use him even more. When they were announcing new Pokemon for the Kalos region, Slurpuff was one of the few Pokemon that I actually got excited about and really wanted to use.
Number 8.
Trevenant. No real reason, I just think Trevenant's cool looking. I mean, he's like a badass version of Sudowoodo, so who doesn't like that?
Number 7.
Tyrunt. Tyrunt's another Pokemon that I was really excited to use when I first heard about him. It's probably because he's a T-Rex and one of the first fossil Pokemon that actually is a dinosaur. So, I mean, I don't know, Tyrunt. Just next number.
Number 6.
Pyroar, specifically the male version. Pyro was another one that when he was announced, I was really excited at the idea of using him through the game, but I didn't end up getting a Pyroar until after I beat it. Finding a male Litleo actually turned out to be quite a challenge for me, so when I did finally get a male Pyroar, it felt like it was an accomplishment, like I really earned that Pokemon. And I don't have a problem with the female version of Pyroar, it's just I prefer the male version personally. In fact, I love that there's such a difference between the male and female version of Pyroar, like Nidoran in the first generation.
Number 5.
Hawlucha. Hawlucha is a Pokemon that I know some people like to make fun of, but I absolutely love Hawlucha. As soon as I saw Hawlucha, I felt excited when I found it in the wild. Like it was like I was a kid again. It was really refreshing, he was so different, and I had just the funnest time using Hawlucha through the game. Every time I threw him out, I had to say, Hawlucha! And every time I used Flying Press, I had to go, Flying Press! It was so much fun using that Pokemon for me. It really made me get into the game, and maybe Hawlucha should even be farther up this list for that reason, but this is where he landed when I made this list, and even still, he's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, just probably for that reason, just for how much fun he is, and his design is so interesting, and he feels like an old school Pokemon in some ways, and I guess maybe that's why I love him so much. I don't know, I think Hawlucha's awesome.
Number 4.
Go-Go, and I'm sure a huge favorite for a lot of people. The ironic thing about Go-Go being this high up the list is the fact that I didn't even use him during my playthrough because I chose Bulbasaur to play through the game. So there was no point for me to actually use Go-Go. It wasn't until I beat the Elite Four that I actually went back and trained up my Go-Go to a level 100.
Number 3.
Pumpkaboo. Pumpkaboo is the embodiment of Halloween in the Pokemon universe. It's about fucking time. It's part pumpkin, part bat. That's why it's better than Gourgeist. Fuck Gourgeist. I don't care. It's all about Pumpkaboo. I love Halloween, so therefore, I'm basically obligated to love Pumpkaboo. It's so fucking cute! Number 2? Pangoro. I absolutely love Pangoro. Love Pancham. As soon as they were announced, I was like, I'm using that. I used it. Bada bing, bada boom. Pangoro. Fucking number 1. Love my Pangoro. Probably not the best. I don't play competitive. That's okay. Love Pangoro.
Number 1.
one's Tyrantrum. You could say it's probably not fair to put 2 Pokemon of the same evolutionary line on your top 10, but I say I don't give a fuck. Okay? Okay? They're fucking T-Rexes, or something extremely close, and therefore I love them. And this is my list, so therefore I will put both of them on my list. Anyways, back to Tyrantrum. I love Tyrantrum's design. When he was announced, like I said, I was all about Tyrantrum. I was like, yeah, and yeah. Using Tyrantrum. I did no regrets. I don't know. There's not really all that much I can say. I mean, he's a giant T-Rex thing. And those are my top 10 Kalos Pokemon. I tried to make this video a little bit shorter and to the point for each one, so I apologize if there's kind of like shallow reasons for liking each Pokemon, but I really don't have deep-rooted reasons to like these Pokemon. I mean, they're really friggin' new, and so for the most part, I just really like their designs, and I mean, I could really probably nitpick or go really into detail on why I love each one, but then the video would just be too long, and I don't need to take up your time any more than I already have.